Welcome back. Over the last few weeks, we have been taking a closer look at our society's obsession with weight and diets. We've talked about why diets do not work. We have explored the system of beliefs around thinness known as diet culture, and we've also looked at how damaging negative body image can be, as well as some ways to start healing it. But what do you do if you decide to stop dieting? For me, that answer was intuitive eating, an anti-diet method that I've used to make peace with food after decades of disordered eating. In this week's Your Best Life, I talk with 3 intuitive eating experts, including one of the women who wrote the book on this revolutionary idea, all about how you can get started.
When you step away from dieting, really then we can take the focus off of weight and put it back on reconnecting with your body.
Elise Resh is a registered dietitian and certified intuitive eating counselor. She says intuitive eating is a form of self-care that focuses on tuning into your own body's cues.
How can you approach food from this place of self-care and taking care of yourself and respecting your body rather than self-control or guilt?
It also involves making peace with all foods, tapping into your feelings of hunger and fullness, and letting go of dieting.
We are taught all these negative ways of thinking about our body and our food. Everything is so fear-based.
Registered dietitian and body positive advocate Delena Soto uses intuitive eating approaches with her clients and teaches them to think about behaviors they can change rather than focusing on weight.
How can I work on my health today? Can I sleep better? Can I have more water? Can I add some fruits and vegetables? Can I exercise today and move my body in a way that feels good and comfortable to me? And the more that you can do this, the easier it's going to be.
Elise Resh and her partner Evelyn Tribole wrote the book on intuitive eating almost 3 decades ago. She says it's the ultimate anti-diet.
Anti-diet's an actual revolutionary movement against the oppression of dieting. It's a force of nature, this concept of anti-diet, and intuitive eating is full-blown anti-diet.
Resh is a nutrition therapist and eating disorder specialist who's been in private practice in California for almost 40 years. She says intuitive eating includes 10 principles, but the most important one is rejecting diet mentality.
It's really sitting down with yourself and recognizing that any attempt you've made in the past to shrink your body, to change your body, has typically resulted in failure and feeling really bad about yourself. So it's the acceptance, the radical acceptance that diets don't work, restriction only can lead to rebound overeating, binging sometimes. And to be at that place where you say, I never want to go on a diet again.
Then Resh says, focus on finding satisfaction in the foods you eat. Let yourself eat when you feel hungry. Choose foods that make you feel good, and don't ignore your emotions. And I know what you might be thinking. Won't I just lose control if I stop dieting? Won't I go off the rails if I eat all these foods? Well, Resh and Resh say these are some of their most asked questions. Their answer?
When we allow ourselves to be around these foods and to eat them when we want them, they lose their power over us.
Finally, all of these women say when doing this work, you should find people to support you, either a therapist, friends, family members, or an online group.
Find a community of people that are supporting health at every size and intuitive eating, in that they're kind of filtering out that group of people that are so bonded by diet culture.
In the end, the main goal here, making peace with food and making peace with yourself. And one final thing, Resh says the anti-diet movement and intuitive eating does not mean anti-weight loss, anti-health, or anti-people who diet. Instead, it just means the anti-oppressive diet culture, which makes people feel less than and keeps us small and hidden. Now, there are so many resources I have for you online, books about intuitive eating and anti-dieting. There's a list along with some of my favorites with this story on KCENTV.com.